All right, welcome to this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name's Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Wednesday, October 25th, NBA schedule. Quite a bit going on today. Most teams playing today in this particular schedule. We're going to focus in on a few games. We'll run through the slate here. So early game off, Celtics at the Knicks. Celtics 3.5 to 4-point favorite, total of 224. We don't have any wagers on this particular matchup. Next game up, Wizards at the Pacers. Line did drop quite a bit on this game. We're at 5. Pacers favored by 5, total of 235. We do like this matchup, and we do like the Pacers at home today. So we do like the Pacers minus 1.5 first quarter, Pacers minus 2.5 first half, and Pacers minus 5 for the game. Then we also like Tyrese Halliburton over 31.5 points, assists, rebounds combined. So we'll give you that game one more time. Pacers minus 1.5 first quarter, minus 2.5 first half, minus 5 for the game. Also Tyrese Halliburton over 31.5 points, assists, rebounds combined in that particular matchup. Next game up, Hawks, Hornets. I couldn't tell you what either team's going to be, so we're going to stay away from that one at this time. Rockets, Magic, kind of the same thing. And that one, Pistons, Heat. Don't know about this one either. I think that number of 9 is pretty substantial, but the Pistons are pretty bad, right? So, and then going to Miami. A game that I'm surprised is only one, but when you look at who's Jarrett Allen's out for the Cavs, going to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, a 1-point dog at home at 219.5 total. We are going to stay away from that one. Next game up, T-Wolves, Raptors. We are in this game, and we are all over this particular matchup here. A lot of things we really like. So, T-Wolves, money line first quarter. T-Wolves, money line first half. T-Wolves, minus 1 for the game. The line is actually still at around 1. It's been floating back and forth to where it's like they're +1 or -1, but we did grab them at -1. We love Anthony Edwards in this particular matchup. Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points. We're also going to take Anthony Edwards 30+ points. Anthony Edwards over 2.5 threes. And then also, we do have our parlay of the day was Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points, along with Wembanyama over 2.5 blocks. So we'll run through that T-Wolves Raptors game one more time. T-Wolves money line first quarter, T-Wolves money line first half, and T-Wolves minus 1 for the game. Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points. We'll also take Anthony Edwards 30+ points. We'll take Anthony Edwards over 2.5 threes. And like I mentioned before, he's also part of our parlay of the day of over 24.5 points for him, and Wemby over 2.5 blocks in that particular matchup. Next game up is going to be the Thunder at the Bulls. The Thunder, I think, with Chet Holmgren this year, are going to add an element that most people aren't quite ready to see. I think the Thunder are, how do I put this? Wait. I think they could win 4th round. They're going to be in the playoff hunt for sure. Maybe top 6 seed in that retrospect. I think that team with Gilgeous-Alexander, with Josh Giddey, and now Holmgren being back, who's going to add a defensive presence, but also can help spread the floor and run amazing pick and roll stuff. I mean, he's going to get shots at the 3, and I think a lot of lobs from the pick and roll as he rolls to the basket. And he's a really good rim defender. He just has to stay out of foul trouble, and I think that'll really come through for him on his part. But we do like the Thunder quite a bit in this matchup here, going against the Bulls. I think the Bulls they are in no man's land. They can't get any better, and they just continually get worse. Don't think Zach LaVine and DeRozan are the ticket to anything. I think they're a 35-win team, maybe make the play-in tournament, but don't expect much more out of them out of that. So we are going to take Thunder money line first quarter, Thunder money line first half, and then we took Thunder plus the 1 yesterday. Also, Chet Holmgren over 2.5 blocks. And then Holmgren over 22.5 points, assists, rebounds combined. I think, honestly, he's a 14-10 guy all day long, points and rebounds. So this number seems light to me. But, the book's trying to feel out the NBA in the first few days here as well, so no surprise there on that one there. But we'll run through that one more time for you. Thunder moneyline first quarter. Thunder moneyline first half. Thunder +1 for the game. Holmgren over 2.5 blocks. And also Holmgren over 22.5 points, assists, rebounds combined in that particular matchup. Next game up for us is going to be Pelicans at the Grizzlies. Jordan Clark's out. Steven Adams just got he just is out for the season now here in the last couple days. Somehow the Pelicans are still +1 at Memphis. I understand Memphis has got a good home court advantage, but we don't get opportunities to see Zion much in his career so far. But he is healthy, and we expect big things out of Zion while he is healthy. The question is how long can he stay that way, right? So that game is Pelicans +1, total at 224.5 roughly. So in this one, we do like the Pelicans +0.5 first quarter. Pelicans +0.5 first half. Pelicans +1 for the game. We also like Zion over 24.5 points and Zion over 6.5 rebounds. So one more time on that Pelicans Grizzlies game. Pelicans +0.5 first quarter. Pelicans +0.5 first half. And Pelicans +1 for the game. Zion over 24.5 points and Zion over 6.5 rebounds in that particular matchup. When he's been healthy, he's been a 27-7 dude his entire career when healthy. The question is, can he stay healthy? Now, Jared Jackson, I expect to fall out in the third, fourth quarter of this game as he just wants to foul basically everybody and block every shot so he can win Defensive Player of the Year again. That if he could stay under control, that kid is a beast, right? No question about it. But he can't, and he's not a good rebounder, so I think Zion's rebounds are easily obtainable tonight. I think he's got a good shot at a double-double. Next game up, Kings Jazz. We're going to pass on that one. Game after that, Mavericks Spurs. Of course, everybody's going to be watching Wembanyama, his first game, first real game anyway in the NBA. Mavericks currently a 3.5-point favorite in San Antonio, total of 229.5. Now, supposedly Doncic is a game-time decision. There's been props out on Doncic, though, for multiple days. So I think the book's assuming that he's going to play. We're going to assume he's going to play. If not, it's all right. They still have an excellent chance, the Mavs do, to cover here. It's not like the Spurs are world beaters on this particular one. But we are going to take Mavs -0.5 first quarter, Mavs -2.5 first half, and Mavs -3.5 for the game. Luka Doncic, if he's going to play, over 28.5 points. And then we're going to take Wembanyama and a couple different things here. So Wembanyama over 2.5 blocks. He'll also be in our parlay of the day with Anthony Edwards. Wembanyama over 16.5 points. Wembanyama also for 25+ points, as it was paying over 4-1 for that particular one. So we'll give you that Mavs-Spurs game one more time. Mavs -0.5 first quarter. Mavs -2.5 first half. Mavs -3.5 for the game. Doncic over 28.5 points. Wembanyama over 2.5 blocks. Wembanyama over 16.5 points. And also a Wembanyama 25+ points performance in that particular matchup. Also, Wembanyama is part of our parlay of the day at Anthony Edwards over 24.5 points and Wembanyama over 2.5 blocks. Next game up, or the last game of the day, Trailblazers at the Clippers. Trailblazers +9 in LA. Total of 227.5. And to be really honest, we've only got one thing on this, and this is going to be Scoot Henderson over 18.5 points plus assists. So this is over 18.5 points and assists combined. I honestly think Scoot could be a 8 to 9 pretty easily assist guy, but I think what most people won't understand is how strong he is driving to the hoop, and he'll get you 12 points, if not, 12 free throws. Right? So he's going to drive the ball to the rim. He's going to get fouled, and he's going to dish to the three-point line. So the guys just need to knock down some shots for the assists, and I think he's an easy 12 points a game. So if that's the case, he needs 7 assists for this to come home. 12 and 7 gets this done. So like I said, Scoot Henderson over 18.5 points and assists combined. So that's kind of a rundown there of everything for the 25th. Make sure at the end of this episode, do make sure you check out the comments section. There will be a link to the Google Sheet, which will have a list of all of our plays, units wagered, what juice we got them at, and what book we got them at. As there is some discrepancies out there, especially on Halliburton. What we went over earlier, there was a difference of 3 on points, assist, rebounds. So something you want to definitely take a look at. So check that out when you get a couple minutes. There are 4 sheets when you get into the Google Sheets. Sheet 1 is football last year. Sheet 2, baseball this year. Sheet 3, football this year. And Sheet 4 is basketball this year. Also, make sure you subscribe and get notifications to the YouTube channel. So when we drop our bets, you get those first. Should give you plenty of time to match them up with your bets and give you a ton of confidence heading to that betting app or betting window so we can make some money. That's what we're here for. And when you subscribe to the channel, it makes it really easy. Once you pop on YouTube, you'll see the subscriptions at your bottom. All you got to do is click into that, and once you'll see a little dot next to Sports Bets for Free, and we've dropped our latest bets, so you make sure you check that out. Plus, you'll get best bets on lots of different things like NBA basketball, college basketball when it ramps up. Also, Formula One, which we killed last weekend. NFL football, college football, baseball, which we've had a monster season in. All the sports you can think of, UFC. So if we like the sport and want to bet on it, we're going to post those there. English Premier League as well. We dabble in that. We're not diehards on the soccer, but we do like a lot of the Premier League soccer teams, stuff like that. So we do follow those as well. So make sure, like I said, hit that subscribe button. Makes it a lot easier on your life rather than having to search all the way through YouTube. I do appreciate everybody's support as always, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.